eyes the whole time. He wiped his lips with the back of his hand. "What would you say," he said, "if I were to tell you that Fatboy McMaster was to fight for the world title in New York next month?" I snorted. "The world title of what? Eating?" "Boxing, the heavyweight title." "I'd say you're full of shit, Sam. No fucking way." "Yes, fucking way." "Aye, fuck off, Sam." Cameron shook his head. "I'm serious. I mean, it's not official yet. Will be by the end of the week. You heard it here first. Fatboy McMaster will fight Mike Tyson for the world heavyweight title in Madison Square Garden in 3 weeks' time. I lifted my glass and emptied it into the river. "Pish," I said. "I'm serious, Starkey. I had it straight from the horse's mouth. Mr. Ed, the talking horse, Sam. Mr. McLean himself. You know he has the connections. I wouldn't let him connect my Christmas lights, Sam." I shook my head. "Tut it. Fatboy McMaster is going to fight Mike Tyson. He'd have a better chance against that girl that Tyson raped. You know as well as I do Tyson's near invincible. And Rocky Marshmallow expects to be in shape in 3 weeks. Wise up." Cameron shook his head. "Tell me some more, Sam, then give me the punchline, and I'm not excusing the pun." Cameron opened his palms sympathetically to me. "I know it's hard to believe, Dan, but like they say, it's a funny old game, the fight business. Funny as a fire in an orphanage. Sure, but take Tyson. Since he got out of prison, he's cleaned up the division. There was the Holyfield setback, but after that pitiful rematch and a couple of other 2-round wonders, he's undisputed champion again. He was signed to fight the official number 2 contender, Marvin Simons, on the 17th of March. Simons broke his leg in a car accident night before last, limped away from a $4 million payday in the process. The other 4 contenders of any real quality have all fought in the last month and don't want to take the chance at short notice. Fatboy winning the European title made him a so-called contender as much as anyone else after the top 5 guys. He may not be the greatest in the world, but he's white, and the fight's on St. Patrick's Day. Any clearer to you now?" "St. Patrick's Day?" "St. Patrick's Day. Makes sense, doesn't it?" I nodded. "Sense to McLean." "Sense to McLean. Sense to Tyson's people. I mean, you know his record. He's beaten everyone out of sight. It's hard to justify paying him millions of dollars every time he pulls on the gloves if he's just going to blow them away in the first round. I mean, Americans have the attention span of a gnat anyway, but you can stretch a point. The fans were bored. What have they been looking for since Rocky Marciano? The Great White Hope. Make him Irish, and you'll make a fucking fortune. You know what they're like over there. Most of them think they can trace their line back to Bernard the fucking Leprechaun, and that's just the blacks. And see how crazy they go on St. Patrick's Day? So along comes McMaster at just the right time. It's short notice, sure, but he's in shape from the European fight. Can you imagine the hype they'll put into it, Dan?" "Sam, don't get carried away. McMaster can barely fill a church hall here. He can't fight. He has the charisma of a bag of sugar and more in common with tripe than hype. He is the great fat hope, and you know it." "Ah, Dan," Cameron exclaimed, bunching his fists. "Don't forget, he has these, a puncher's chance. He'll get killed. That's the chance he has. He won't get killed. Sam, you know as well as I do how many Tysons put in hospital, and they were killing machines compared to Fatboy." Sam shook his head. "You don't understand, Dan. Look at McMaster. What has he got? He's semi-pro at best. He spends a couple of hours in the gym, and the rest stacking shelves in one of McLean's warehouses. What he earned for the European title wouldn't keep you in drink for a month. This is his chance to earn $1 million, to make something of himself. Jesus, Dan, you'd do it for $1 million. I'd have a better chance, for fuck's sake." The rain began to thicken up. The birds stopped singing. The Lagan had a sullen, listless look about it. Everything looked as miserable as Fatboy McMaster's chances of landing the title. The only sound was the tump-tump-tump of the rain on the deck. Even the children down below had stopped wailing. I felt a bit sick, and it wasn't entirely the warm beer. I was always a fight fan. I had only a handful of years on me when I listened to the Thrilla in Manila on the radio. I remember Jim Watt singing Flower of Scotland every time he defended his world title.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.